Hi guys, and welcome back to Star Citizen 324 we're playing today, and I will be showing you how to do a beginner cargo hauling mission. If you're a new player, just stick around. So I'm assuming that you have seen my getting started guide and that you are actually now in the station above the planet. In this case, I'm above the Port Tressler, so before we get into the cargo hauling, we have to make a tiny purchase. Yes, I know you're a beginner and you're low on money, but this is really cheap and you will need it for cargo hauling. So we're gonna go to the cargo center, well, obviously, and we will need to be acquiring one key piece of tool. And that one is the Pyro multi-tool with the tractor beam attachment. So you go into this shop and you have here above the Pyro multi-tool. You can press and hold F to acquire it. There we go. Processing transaction and done. Bravo. So now you have acquired a multi-tool, and I don't see why the tractor beam is not here. The attachment. So if you don't see it, just go to the cargo shop and look for the tractor beam. Take good care that you want to have a true hole tractor beam attachment, one for 320 as opposed to the cargo rifle max lift, because that one costs 19,000, so it will cost you an arm and a leg if you're just a new guy. So remember, this is 324, so it's not automatically added to your inventory. You actually need to go and put it on yourself, and you cannot do now everywhere by pressing I. So I almost forgot that, so I realized, hold on, here's an item bank and a kiosk. So you go there, and this is essentially your local inventory from the days before. So what you want to do, you just want to drag and drop the true hole tractor beam attachment and the multi-tool, and everything will be hunky-dory. There you go. Now we have it equipped, and it's time to check out the contracts. So if you go to the contracts, there will be a hauling contract, opportunity for independent cargo hauler, and this can vary, but in this case it's 9 SCU to Socorro Sun, which is on Microtech. So it's basically always a mission that takes you from the spaceport above to some distribution center or something beside. And we're gonna be doing in my Drake cutter. You can absolutely do it in the Aurora or a Mustang, but I think I prefer cutter. It has a very small cargo hold, which is a total, I think, of 4 SCU cargo grid, but if you're really good, you can just cram in another one. And here's, guys, a bonus tip for you. Now, since we're in this hangar, it's a medium hangar, I think, and that means we have plenty of space. So the reason why I'm directly going into my ship, and don't worry, I'm not flying away, I'm gonna be doing a slight repositioning, because that will help our cargo loading immensely. That's a useful tip that most people, maybe won't think about, but come to bear it when you start hauling tens and hundreds of crates. Well, it starts to pay off. So what I do here, I just position my back-to-back door to the freight elevator. So just checking out here. Yep, there we go. That should be close enough. All right. Let's just put our cutter down. Obviously, you can do it for a small ship. If you have a bigger ship, well, sorry, then probably you won't be able to. However, now we're gonna go out and we're gonna be summoning the freight elevator, and we're gonna be starting loading this baby up. So, opening up the cargo, and let's go to the freight elevator terminal. So there's a freight manager. If you don't think you can do anything, you have to first lower the freight elevator down. It has to be lowered to the warehouse so you can actually put some cargo on it. So it's getting transferred to the warehouse. Alright, bells and whistles. Yeah, there we go. And here we go. Just drag the contract items over there. 9 pieces, raise the elevator. That's it. Yeah, I cannot tell you that it took me like, 5 minutes to actually figure that one out. I was thinking, oh, this thing is broken, Star Citizen did it again. No, actually it worked, but you have to take care of it. Right, so we have 9 SCU, and there we go. We should be placing, I don't think we can cram 9 SCU. Do let me know in the comments below if you've managed to cram 9 SCU into the cargo hauler, or at least in the cutter. And if you did, how did you get in? Let me know in the comments, seriously. Anyway, we are basically just putting those in, and my experience is that cutter can comfortably take, I would say, 7 to 8-ish crates of cargo, something like that. But yeah, let's go this time, since it's 9 and I will have to do 2 runs anyway, so I'm gonna go with 5. And here we go, we have a total of 4 boxes of the stuff inside. So if we put 5, that means we're left with 4 for the next hole. So we're gonna do this as a 2-part run. Alright, just carefully placing it there, tether breaking. Alright, that looks good to me. I could be placing 1 above, but since it's already 4 left, what's the point? I'm not gonna be cramming all 4. By the way, guys, at the end of this video, I'm gonna be showing you an ideal small cargo hauler, because I think that one is just awesome. That is gonna be a bonus tip at the end of this video for my loyal viewers who actually see the last content. Everything up to the end. Anyway, now we are ready and we're gonna be taking off very carefully because we are close to everything. And if you see my head turning, that's me using Tobii Eye Tracker. By the way, guys, Tobii Eye Tracker is on discount during this free fly event now in Star Citizen. So if you want to go grab one from the comments below, I'm gonna be posting the link to it. There you go. And now it's a matter of just navigating to the Sakura Sun deposit. So we're gonna go out of the port wrestler, kicking the afterburners, and after that we're gonna be setting the quantum drive, and we need to go to the map, obviously, to ensure that we can actually get there. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Now, port wrestler, they said Sakura Sun Goldenrod Work Center. Good. Quantum travel, there we go. And after some quick jumps, we're gonna be getting there shortly. After all, this is basically, you could do it technically in one go if you have a bigger ship. For example, I think you could do it in Avenger Titan, maybe 9 pieces, because it has 8 SUs, so you could probably cram 1 more in, or Cutty Black or Nomad or something like that, but those are more advanced starters, so I'm not covering it. Cutter I still consider to be a really starter ship, because often that one can be on discount with the equivalent price of Aurora or a Mustang, so that's why I'm doing this in the Cutter. And also I really like my little bit space truck, you know, it's sort of like, you know, space minivan. I really do like, and kind of Drake aesthetics vibes with me pretty well. Although, yeah, the other one that I like to use is faster and better, so in terms of delivery. But I'm gonna get to that one. Alright, so accelerated landing for you guys, and I'm also doing the same thing. I'm putting my rear towards the freight elevator as much as I can to minimize the downtime where I'm actually hauling and tractoring everything with the tractor beam. Right, so tractoring in, and we just... I note that I didn't need the landing permit or anything like that. I just landed and going straight to the freight elevator and dumping things inside. So there we go, quartz. Alright, just place it there. Yeah, so we have a pretty much 4 more SCU to dump, and after we're done that, we're gonna be going for the second hole. Note that the boxes taking out takes a little bit of finagling, and if you need to rotate them, you can hold R and rotate the mouse, you know, and that will secure that the boxes are rotated properly. I don't care at this point, I just drag and drop them onto the cargo grid of a freight elevator, and you know, it kind of works. So sometimes you have to be careful, because sometimes the tractor wants to attach to your ship. Well, obviously the tractor beam is too weak to be able to take this ship into account for now, but you know, it happens. Right, contracted quartz, there we go, that's the 3rd one, 2 more to go. There we go, we're taking out the final one. Well, through the magic of video editing, I cut out, I think, 1 SCU, because really you don't need to see me doing all of those one at a time. After all, it does take a while, and it is kind of repetitive, so nothing new there. So that's why I cut it out. Anyway, so now we have 5 SCUs there. And here I'm gonna be lowering those down. There we go, 5 out of 9. It detected correctly that we're gonna be placing 5 SCUs of quartz. But guys, honestly, when it comes to the mission description above, I think it's wrongly written. It says, deliver 5 out of 9 SU of quartz to Sakura-san Goldenrod Center. I think it should say delivered 5 out of 9, because deliver would mean that there is 5 more to be delivered. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you agree, because to me, this description is a little bit off. I mean, CIG could improve it a little bit. Anyway, I decided to accelerate the landing and everything. Sorry if I'm getting people dizzy, because, well, I'm trying to keep this video short and to the point. We're coming back once again. When we are in the hangar, we're gonna be going and placing our back to the freight elevator. So this is basically more rinse repeat in case we haven't done it right the first time. So this time we have 4 SCUs of everything, and this is just me showing that it's possible to do, you know, 2 times. There we go. Opening the cargo bay doors, and we're gonna be re-requesting the rest of the cargo. So here we go, we have 4 more SCUs, and oh yeah, right, I forgot to lower down the elevator. Well, this is kind of feels kind of backwards when you're hauling just one thing, but remember, when you're doing cargo hauling, it's expected that you're gonna be offloading some cargo and then picking up some more cargo. So having an elevator up and ready to go actually makes a lot of sense. So transferring stuff to the hangar, and now let's go and pick those things up. There we go, elevator comes up, and there we go. Now 4 more SCUs to be picked up and delivered to the Sakura-san. Now note that this mission, it honestly took me like 25-30-ish minutes. That's why I'm cutting out some portions of it, really there is no point. However, you have to be careful with your tractor beam, because sometimes it can pick up the boxes that are after, which are kind of hard to finagle and drag them outside. So that's why you have to be sometimes careful. Alright, let's place this one on top. The cargo grid of 4 means it's gonna snap nicely, and once again through the magic of video editing, I decided to cut out at least 1 SU to keep this video going. So there we go, cargo grid filled, 4. Looks like, you know, we're doing a nice cargo hauling, and there we go. Come on, close the door and let us go and deliver stuff. All right, getting at the helm. Right. Making sure that we request the access and making gateway granted. Good. Turning on our little ship. There we go. And let us take off. There we go. Careful on the turning. By the way, I mean, this is a lot easier if you use, you know, the joysticks. I do use the HOSAS. So I do dual VKB joysticks, NXT Evos. Those are amazing for Star Citizen. They give you full 6 degrees of freedom. By the way, now let's go outside and let us make sure that we get once again back to the Sakura-san. As I said, this cargo hull is quite simple, and it's in the most basic form. Sometimes you actually have to reposition. There we go. Once again, selecting the Sakura-san Goldenrod Work Center, hitting the route, and let us go and deliver this bad boy. I really like the fact that everything is now in the sun, so that means that we do have, you know, the light. There we go, come on, just getting closer, turning around. Oh, is it a sunrise? Oh, it looks beautiful, actually. Alright. Slightly easy in the reverse. I know it's not perfect in terms of Star Citizen standards, but I like my, you know, cargo holes to be efficient. What can I tell you? By the way, guys, if you really find this video informative and, you know, enjoyable, please do boop that like button. It helps me out a great deal, and it helps it spread to more people who will be hopefully also learning the joys of cargo hauling once this 324 goes live. This is obviously recorded on the PTU, and now let's just raise the cargo elevator. Sorry, freight elevator, yeah. Alright, get it up. and let us unload the rest for SCU. Alright. Through the wonders of the tether, let us just place these additional 4, and once we are done with that, we will be hopefully collecting our reward. So there it is, lost crate. Let's place it and collect the Ching Ching. Here we go, easy does it. Right, so lowering the cargo elevator, let's hope it says 9 out of 9. Good, that means that we have successfully delivered everything and we should be getting the space, the space chow. Space cheddar. Yeah, contract complete, opportunity for independent cargo hauler. This will actually... So now guys, sometimes if the distribution center is red, meaning that you're not welcome, now you will be issued a trespass warning. So really, you don't want to be dragging your ass longer, so just collect your stuff and get the hell out of there. Alright, speaking of that, we are getting back to the Port Tressler. Nothing to do over there apart from me liking to be always parked at the space station because it's my kind of go-to. And I don't know if this is a bug, it says Survival Joe's small hangar, which... Shouldn't we have this only planet side, like persistent hangar? Is it just error in a label or something? Anyway, with this mission completed, we are going back and we're gonna be storing our little ship. And the only reason why I wanted to show you guys this is to show you how many new contracts this is gonna result. And don't be alarmed, it's a lot. So, there you go, contracts and hauling. This is from the history. Now if we go under offers, hauling, and look at this, 45 contracts. Planetary, deliveries, solar and medium and everything. And here you have actually a lot of SUs. So, coming back to our bonus tip that I wanted to discuss about. What do you think, guys? Which ship is an ideal small cargo hauler for these distances? Well, I'm gonna tell you. The ideal small cargo hauler for these distances is, drumroll please, it's the 315P by Origin GrunfWorks. And you might be asking now, oh, whoa, hold on, this is the one that I didn't see coming. And you would think it's for the obvious reason of 12 SCUs of cargo. Well, yes, that, and also the fact that its cargo hold deploys downwards, like the Constellation. So that means cargo loading for that one is easier, or it's supposed to be easier. Sometimes it can get stuck when you're trying to, cram it in. However, it's really 12 SUs of cargo, meaning that we could have done this cargo run in a single run, which is actually not a small feat. This also needs to be mentioned that that ship is aerodynamic and goes through the atmosphere like nobody's business. So that means it's really fast for the planetary deployments and stuff when you need to be delivered quickly. So in my opinion, I will be using the 315P as my small cargo hauler until I get to something bigger like, Cuddy Black or Crusader C1 Spirit or something like that. With that thing said, thank you very much guys for watching, like if you liked the video, and I'll see you in my next Star Citizens tutorial. Thanks for watching.